Those of you coming to the workshop, and I'm very pleased to see there are quite a few of you, if you want to bring your own mug or cup, please do. And those making the salads, our numbers at the moment are over 40. So if you're making the salad in the region of sort of giving 30 to 40 people something to eat, that would be lovely. Any expenses you have, please bring them to me on Saturday. And the scarf, which is very tasty, on the table in the front there, was left behind 2 weeks ago. If it belongs to anybody, please claim it. Thank you very much.
Hope you had a nice week off. Really enjoyed it, both works both composers this evening. We'll have a little warm-up first, shall we? So do stand up. Right, just kind of loosen everything, jiggle about a bit, and shake out the tension. And if you could put your forearms like this, and then your level, horizontal, and then just gently turn your upper bodies. Keep follow with your heads, follow around with your heads. Keep your forearms horizontal, your elbows up. Feel that sort of stretching muscles at the back. Okay. And loosen again. Gently swing your arms a little. Nice deep breath. Gentle sigh. Another breath. Blow gently, very softly, for as long as you can. You should hardly be able to feel anything at all. And when you have run out of breath, feel free to sit down. And the bottle of champagne goes to our former concert manager, runner-up prize for the current concert manager. Jump to your feet. Let's have a C major chord. Coming down, can you just remember that 5 comes before 4? Okay, E flat, second, third, 1 and 2. The first and the second and the third and the fourth and the fifth and the sixth and the seventh and the eighth and the eighth and the seventh and the sixth and the fifth and the fourth and the third and the second and the first and rubber baby, rubber baby, rubber baby, rubber baby, 1 and 2. Rubber baby, 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 rubber baby. Right, have a seat. Find Handel, if the king shall rejoice, number 3. which in my edition is 39. Glory and worship. Hast thou laid upon him? Here's his order. Page 39 in my edition, isn't it? It's number 3 in the King Shall Rejoice. Okay? 24. Good Okay, worship, you've got to make a special effort for that letter P. And indeed a special effort for the the G at the beginning. Let's hear basses and altos only, please. Here's your chord. Okay, and plenty of bass and millions of basses behind you, so you can get that F sharp really fruity. And worship. Could you play the second alto part of that last phrase, please, Roger? Okay, 5 seconds, and 1. Yeah, that's the correct tune. It's all a bit under the nose at the moment. Do make sure when you go back to the F sharp, you go back to the one you left, okay? Not one that's subsided in the meantime. So watch out. Hast thou laid upon. Can you imagine, and we can all think about this, that phrase is heading towards pon, okay, which it is, and if you're a soprano, you know why, because you have the F sharp, it doesn't fit the rest of the chord. It's an interesting note there. So, hast thou laid upon, really send that towards pon. Try that again, 3 seconds. And 1. Second F sharp was great. Let's put the rest of the altos and basses together. There. And 1. Very good. Good. So, tenors and soprano. Let's see it from the beginning. 3, 4. Good. So back to bar 197, page 40, the Allegro. Could you mark this as mezzo forte, medium loud? Altos, you'll breathe please after presented hymn. Take a little breath before you carry on with the blessings. Thou hast prevented him means thou hast gone before him. Blessing of goodness. Both altos and tenors in bar 209 take a breath after the first beat. So altos goodness, you've got a common mark there anyway. Tenors after prevented him in bar 209, a little breath. And altos in bar 215. Oh, goodness with God. So goodness, you need to shorten the tide note to half a beat long. So you can tuck the S in. I think I might ask you all just to sing the upper line in that. Thou hast repented. I don't think there's much gain, to be honest, by dividing it. So, seconds, can you join the first? On the top line of that. Then it's all as marked. In bar 238, those who are singing, everyone except sopranos, can have a crescendo so that when the sopranos come in 240, the music arrives at forte, loud. And then in bar 247, the word head, can we shorten that, knock a beat off that, so you put the D on the third beat. Head, thou, thou. Okay, so the D of head comes on the third beat. So everybody. Does that all make sense? Now, can I hear please let's think about this. Tenors and bass correctly from the start. No, not from the start, from bar 205. 205. So bass one tenor at this point. Carrying on with the bass and tenors. 1, 2, 3. Obviously, the word good is the most important part there. Because it's one of these endiora things, you need to emphasize goodness. Can you just sing that? that, tenors, with the blessings of goodness. Starting in E, 2, 3, 1. With the blessing of goodness, blessings of. Be careful with that B, won't you? And in fact, tenors, I've done you out a little breath. Just before that part that you just sang, before the E, you can take a quaver off the previous note for a breath. So, of goodness with the. Okay, so you get a little break at the beginning of the bar. Just listen to your tune once, that final phrase. Try that with Robin. 2, 3, 1. Okay, alright, that's it. Let's carry on. Tenors and basses, so bass entry next one. With 2, 3, 1. With the blessings of goodness. Second basses, can you have a go from bar 2-2-1, please? Just the second basses for a moment, with Robin. Okay? With 2, 3, 1. That's a G natural. G natural, a bit lower than that. Ready, 2, 3, 1. I'm going to change the word under it. And then goodness. Okay, so second basis, could you sing 2-2-5? Goodness of goodness. Just do that for me. Second basis. 1, 2, 3. Goodness of goodness. Yeah, excellent. Now, and then can you sing from the beginning of 2-2-4? It's going to be blessings of goodness, etc. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's it. Let's add the first bases in from bar 2-2-1. With 1, 2, 3, 1. With blessings of goodness. Just tenors on your own. 2, 3, 1. Someone wants to sing an F sharp for the third note, which makes sense in itself, but Handel wants a D, so the phrase sounds like this. Try that. 2, 3, 1. That's it. You just want to ring around that D there. Sopranos and altos. Your turn. Altos, can you pick up from after your first phrase? So from with the blessings, please. With okay. 3, 1. highlighted the E sharp the first time it appeared. Watch out for that. Make sure it's really bright and high, okay? So let's try that, the same thing again with Robin for bar 5, please. With bar 2, 3, 1. And then the other thing just to be ready for is in bar 215, the first A sharp that you have to sing, okay? Oh, goodness with us. So up arrow on that would be great. Now let's go on now, and the next entry in 219 is fine. Sopranos, can you do your first entry, and then altos joining them a couple of bars later. 1, 2, 3. That's it. With the flag. Okay. La la. Quite a long way up there. Sopranos once more. 1, 2, 3. Goodness, and then with the land. Okay, so we'll watch out there. Altos, could you think about in bar 230, 231, with the land, with the blessed. Okay, this is blessings. All right, so think about what that might mean. What might it mean to you to have blessings? And then you notice how I've just taken the word off a little bit, like you would say. But can you fill it with this sort of energy and love, or whatever blessings means to you? So let's try it. In my case, it's God, things like that. But, everybody's different. Cheesecake. All right. So, well, whatever it is. Ready, altos. 2, 3, 1. Okay, so, and if anyone else has a similar phrase like that, try to shape it in the same way and try to mean it in a similar way. That's great. Now, just think of goodness, altos, the next little phrase, and then carrying on. So here's a B. Ready, 2, 3, 1. Alright, stand up please, and let's put all that together so far. From the start, allegro. Okay, altos and tenors. of things. We picked up again at bar 260. Can we mark all our entries from that point? Actually, no, sopranos and altos. Mark your entries at 260 and 264. Mezzo forte. Tenors and basses waiting in the wings. When you come in, you'll be forte again, so you don't need to change anything. Sopranos and alto 2 in bar 273. That's where you'll do your crescendo, so that where the tenors and basses come in at 275 and the alto, first altos come in, that's forte there and there to the end. So that's all that needs to be said about that in terms of markings. Second altos, you have a very crucial bit of tune in bar 266, just you. So, prevented him with the blessings of goodness. And so that needs to be very nice and rich sound there. I don't mind if you want a little break before you sing with, but what I really want here is with coming from you. So second alto's over, can you sing bar 264 with Robin? Okay. And 1, 2, 3. That's fine. Now, second alto, one of your tasks between now and May the 13th is to memorise that. Because I would like you to sing it to the audience, not to your pockets. Okay? So, can you get that? Now thou hast prevented him with the blessings of goodness. Okay? From memory, that would be great. Why don't you stand up seconds and see how much of it you already know from memory? More than you think. Okay? So seconds, stand up. Robin will play along with you, but see how much you can not put down in your pocket. Alright, and 1, 2, 3. Excellent, right. And then the important thing is, with the blessings. Okay, so just like I was saying before, just really that word blessings is what we're interested in here. First, can you stand up and join me? So you're all going to start singing the same tune, and then the seconds cut loose with their blessings, and then you can respond when you count it out. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Sorry to cut you off seconds. That's great. Absolutely right. With our blessings. Fantastic. Have a seat. Right. Tenors. Could you just have a listen to bar 280? And has set a crown of pure gold upon his head. There's quite a lot going on here. That's it. And if you can manage gold upon his head, it's actually the F sharp. Because if we say it, it's gold upon his head, isn't it? Not gold up on his head. And that's true of everybody. It's always done with a hemiover there. Gold upon his head. So it doesn't. Really good, tenors. Well done. Excellent. Stay standing, and I'm going to add the first altos. Could you stand up, please? First altos and tenors. This is bar 280. Okay. 2, 3, 1. That's it. It's nice the way you keep going over and under each other like that. Let's add in the basses for that. Basses, stand up, please. 280. 2, 3, 1. And set on crown of your Lord upon his head. And now the others as well, please. 280. 2, 3, 1. Just sing from 260 through to the end one more time, having marked it and looked at it a little bit. Exercise 260. Now, not too loud, but whenever you have the word thou, if you're on a high note, remember, you're singing tha. So don't think about the diphthong until the end of the note. Thou hast, and that way you don't need to force it, you'll get a nice sound out of that. Okay, sorry, hit your F sharp. 1, 2, 3. Number 4. Now then, let's sing it. Number 4. Here's D major. a couple of sort of general things, as there often are in movements like this, which you can just bear in mind and just try some of them out. Yes, you will break in some way at commas. So every time you repeat the word alleluia, you need an articulation of the new word. So then when you see a comma, a little break, you don't necessarily always need a breath in such a place, but the only place you don't do that, of course, is where you have two syllables on one note, like in bar 2. So at that point, you just see yell, okay, like one syllable. But apart from that, whenever you see a comma, there'll be some kind of and possibly a breath. This will be an NF at the beginning, this music. But then in 298, a crescendo on the first half of the bar, so that when the altos and the second basses come in, it's forte. Okay. Now, the other general thing, or another general thing, is there are a number of what I like to call collection points, where you all, and you'll be able to see them in your score very clearly, you all start the new word Alleluia at the same time. And at every such place, I want to sense that something new has happened from the whole choir as a body. So if you look, for example, at bar 305, on the second beat, we want to, so you're obviously going to lift the previous note because there's a comma there, but have a real feeling of corporate identity. Sorry about the lingo. Okay, you're all together now singing Hallelujah, all together. Here's the chord at that point. So, 3, 4, 1. Actually, here it is. Okay, 3, 4, 1. Next, 3, 1, 3 on the second beat on this chord. 3, 4, 1. Okay, so that's a collection point there. So whatever else has been happening up till that point, a sense that we're suddenly all as one, singing Hallelujah. Could you mark halfway through 316? So we're going to be rather gentle there. Okay, so we've got two quite similar alleluias, but one is louder and one is softer. So can we do what we did before? 3, 1, 3, second beat, and then going down to the mezzo piano a few bars later. Here's the chord. 3, 4, 1. You've got these long notes at the top of page 49. One's tied across the bar, 3, 2, 1, and following. Can we make them shaped? So. Break. And then you sing. Break. Makes sense, right? Would you like to show me? So let's go from the second note of bar 321. So obviously when you have those two repeated quavers next to each other, you separate them, and then you have okay, here we go. 3 and 4 and 1. And then the entries where the sopranos have just got to, so this is tenor first bass entry, at the end of 328, mezzo forte now, so a little bit stronger, and the same for all the other voice parts after 328, mezzo forte. When you do have a repeated note, any of the voice parts, you have two little quavers which are repeated notes. You obviously want to lift the first one. So faces, for example, in bar 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, you see you've got two Gs, two F sharps. So you are singing you see what I mean? You see what I mean? Just want to make it easy. They're like little bow strokes on a violin. Okay, so you just do a bit, lift, do a bit more, lift. Does that make sense, faces? Sure? Let's find out. Stand up, faces. Bar 3, 3, 1. Let's go from there. So you've got Hallelujah. Sorry. Hallelujah. See what I mean? Just that little short strokes of the bow. Here's a B for you. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Can we have then a break? Okay, I think it's quite nice to go through there because it's all moving nicely by step. Just try it one more time. 2, 3. Lift that A there. When you've got the tied notes there, just lift them and then start a new phrase. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's great. Have a seat. And then, so whenever you sort of see things like that happening, just imagine, particularly when there's a repeated note, you're just going to lift the bow off the string and have another go at it. Collection points, bar 339, so that's the end of page 50. We're all join in there on Hallelujah. So, all those notes are 40, but just energy and togetherness. Sopranos, top 3, 4, 1 and following. Altos the same, bar 3, 4, 3. When you have the long note tied across the line, each time just grow through it, okay? Grow through it. And you'll see you're then in antiphony with the sopranos. They do it, then you do it, then they do it, then you do it. Let's try that. So sopranos and altos. Sopranos, if you could start in 3, 4, 1. Altos start in 2, 4, 3. So sopranos on the D. Altos will be on F sharp. Okay, ready? Breathe early. 1, 2, 3. Swellings on those notes, and then after a couple you start to sort of give up or lose interest. So the main thing is not to begin the long note too loud. Begin it less loud, and then each time you can grow through it. It sounded really nice. It was a nice pitch, nice sound, nice quality. So just kind of give it that little extra something. Is that alright, altos? What the sopranos and altos are doing, you come out with Hallelujah. With your top A. So that's for you guys at the back. And then everybody, collection point 3, 4, 9, halfway through the bar. Everyone starts on Alleluia. That's going to be forte. So this must feel like a climax. And then further points of coming together, 3, 5, 2 on the second beat. And 3, 5, 6 on the second beat. And obviously you'll all break together where the commas are, so that's fine. Does that make sense? Yeah. Something to strive for. This music must vibrate with energy. Any of these ways we can do it, like rowing through long notes, or having collection points, or little sort of new bones where you have new groups of notes. That sort of just keeps it bubbling away. So stand up please and look at the whole thing. So here we go. Well, that was very discreet. But until the audience is paying some virtual coinage, I think we should do real notes. You know where we are? More smoother singing. Just do that. Second beat to 3, 5, 6. Okay. 3, 4, 1. Alleluia. have a little bit to sing in each case. Next week, the sun wakes up. Just if you could find, we're all in the same edition. Well, anyway, it's at the end of Benedictus, we are singing Hosanna again. So it's in the Benedictus section, bar 83, Allegro assai. No, that's wrong. Bar 60. Sorry. Bar 60. Benedictus, bar 60, Allegro assai. If you're using the copy I'm using, it's page 46. Robin will remind you what your first phrase sounds like in time. Thank you. And remember, we're singing ek shall cease. Ek shall cease. Here's your chord. Robin will play the cue. So what you've got to do is really get hold of these quick first notes. It's not that easy. You have to start exhaling for the H. Really ahead of when you're going to sing, don't you? Hosanna. Okay. It would almost be easier to go Hosanna. We're not going to break that. So we're going to do two Hosanna in excelsis in excelsis. I think this is what we've already marked in the previous one. Oh no, we haven't done it. So that's what we're going to do. Right, so end of bar 86, no break. Excelsis in excelsis. And if you could try, wherever you see the I vowel, in excelsis. So let's try this. Here's the cue, the Allegro assai. That final phrase, the second one needs to be even louder. Okay, let's try it again. Same thing. Places I just want to reassure myself. You're using your first two notes. Ready? And 1, 2, Hosanna! You're on it now. Make sure you don't go ta-ta, much more interesting. Okay, so watch out. It's an F, not a G. Here's the cue for everyone. Even when it's not quite as loud as that. Could you just write, we'll do it again, in bar 83. So even when it's forte as opposed to fortissimo, it still needs that bite and that energy that you gave to the last phrase so effectively. Okay, then the soloists sing it again in the Agnus Dei, and they sing the beginning of the Dona Nobis Parce. Stately speaking, when you start singing Dona Nobis Parce in bar 71, you'll notice it says Allegro con spirito. So bar 70, the end of bar 70, will accelerate into a new tempo. So you just need to be aware that that's what will be happening. But we're not going to do it too fast now, but any markings I want to do. Sopranos, you can read out the part in 72. When you have the commas with dona, 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 I wouldn't actually take a breath there, but just be aware that they are separate words, aren't they? So rather than singing dona, 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 and then dona, dona, dona. Okay, so shape it, but you don't need to breathe. Beginning of 74, yeah, that needs a stress on the ah. 76, finally, you can break up the parche. 78, parche. So it comes, the stress comes on parche, not on chen, even though that's on a strong beat. Okay? So it's always going to be parche, wherever it comes in the bar. Then notice that you might want a little note to self. If you've got a page turn there, like I have, you can make a note to self. You're about to sing. Okay, you don't want to turn the page in a hurry and go blasting away from whatever meant to notice. So, piano in bar 79. And then 81 and 82 will be sung as one legato phrase. Okay, so one nice long legato phrase. Then it's loud again, of course. Then it's soft again at 87. Maybe some of you, that's not page turn, I don't know. 87, piano. 89 and 90, a 2-bar phrase, beautifully smooth. And you come in at the end of bar 100. Again, with your syncopated, is another collection point, isn't it? They're all sweetly going, do, la, lo. So you really interrupt them there with fire in your bellies. And then in bar 104, a definite break after chen, and the same thing in bar 105. And what do you think you might want to do with your final phrase of all? No? Nice idea, right? But not much. Not much of that. What the poor old cellos are doing. They won't want to kind of be following weird beats getting a lot slower. So it won't get a lot slower. But what else? Compare bar 105 with 104.
It's the same, sing it loud.
It's the same, so sing it louder. Yes, exactly. So your very last Dona Nobis Parce is going to be louder, more intense, pack more punch. Let's give it a go. Why don't you stand up? We'll go for now, we'll go straight into 71. And altos on the second beat and tenors on the third beat. You've got to cut through the texture. The sopranos and basses start soft. So I want to hear altos. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, Robin's very kindly adjusting to you. If you were a beat behind me by the third bar, can you do your best to sort of watch as well as read the music? That's what being in the choir is about. 3, 4. Right, everybody very nicely now. Alto, just look at Barton if you want to get. So it's really nice to hear you coming through there. Imagine your French horns with your bells in the air, like they sometimes stick them up in the air to make a huge racket. Ready, altos? 3, 4, 1. The more I hear of you there, the happier I will be. Right, so that's a little bit low, so I'll just keep in touch with that. Now for the remainder of the rehearsal, we don't have that long, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do next week. And then we're going to sing Zadok. So next week, I'm definitely going to do, at the very least, so let thy hand be strengthened, number 3. We do plenty on that. You know that hallelujah? We probably had enough hallelujah for one evening. And I'm going to look at the Sanctus in the coronation mass. Those are 2 definites. And then after that, I'll be, we'll have marked everything by then. And so I'll just be looking through other movements, and I haven't quite decided which. But those 2 definitely, because we need to sort of get them in detail. And we might start going back to the beginning of the Mass, perhaps in, I don't know, look at Kyrie, or possibly the Gloria, that sort of thing. Okay, so that's what we're going to do next time. But for now, I'm going to go to say the priest. Hopefully this is first in your inputs. Though it wasn't first in the coronation. So, stand up please. If you want another task for May 13th, or as soon as possible before that, would be to memorise the first section of this. How thrilling it is at the beginning of the concert for you to be eyeballing the audience in a blaze of glory. Okay, so here's 4 bars going, 4 bars in when you sing. Unconsciously maybe, but it sounds alright. Now, these loud, soft bits. Could you imagine that the loud rejoice is a grand one, a grand sound, and then the soft one is a sprightly, playful, happy, glittering, twinkly, fairy sound, Okay, so more fizz in the soft one, not less. Okay, so the grand, splendor of the coronation. But I'm really happy that I tell you what, you're excited about cream cakes. So it needs to have some quality to it that isn't just softer. Okay, so let's try that section again. Here we go. Come forward. 1, 2, 3. And all the people rejoice, rejoice, and all the people rejoice. Thank you. I like your soft singing. That bar 39 always sounds like you've been taken by surprise. Okay. The rest at the end of bar 38 is for you to put the D at the first. It's not a gap. So, rejoiced and all the people. Okay, because it just sounds timid and unsure. I know it's only the word and, but I think on this occasion that really needs some oomph to it. Okay? The rest of it was great. Let's just do it again. 1, 2, 3. And all the people rejoice. 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 And all the people rejoice. 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 remembering the margins very well. Great stuff. See you next week, and thank you, Robin, very much.